Good morning, everyone. How y'all doing? Today I am pruning and repotting this Dracaena. It is approximately 36 years old. I'm going to add some peat moss and some perlite with my potting soil. This is considered an indoor plant, but in all the years I've had it, I have never had it indoors. I've always had it on my back patio where it gets indirect sun. When we lived in Southern California and we lived near the beach, where the temperatures are pretty much the same all year round, I never had to worry about the plant being in stress. Since we've moved here to the Fresno area, Central California, where our summers are really, really brutal, I have to make sure that I keep it far away from any sun coming into our patio. This plant is well over 6 feet tall. I'm almost 5'9", so you can tell how tall it is. My husband, many, many years ago, the very first thing he ever bought me was a basket full of different plants, and it came from a florist. I don't think there were any flowers in it at all. It was probably 4 or 5 different plants inside this basket. They all died, except for this one. And I've moved, let's see, I lived in San Diego, Ventura County. I've probably moved 4 or 5 times since I've had this plant. And each time I've moved, we've laughed about how years ago when I was younger, out of all the plants that lived, it had to be this one because I really didn't care for the look of it. Well, as years went on and we kept moving, I thought, well, oh my goodness, I have to keep it alive now because it kind of represents when we first kind of got together. When I first had it, of course, it was super, super small. There were only 2 stalks. And since then, we have 4 or 5, 6. So today I'm going to do some pruning. I'm going to leave the original plant in here, and then I'm going to separate the other ones that I prune and put them in these 2 pots. And I've always been nervous about doing it, and I've read a lot about it. I've talked to a local nursery here in town, and they all explained to me that the way I was thinking of doing it is the correct way, but I've always left it untouched because I don't want to do anything to damage it or ruin it because I've had it for so long. So let's get going. I probably should have done this many, many years ago. However, there's no time like the present. These don't really require a lot of water. I can tell when I overwater them versus when they haven't had very much water. And you can tell this plant right here is really dry. And it's kind of been suffering because we've had this plant behind some boxes. We were getting ready to have a yard sale a few weeks ago, and it rained all weekend, so we've kind of had to postpone it. And so I haven't been able to get a chance to water, and that's why this looks so dry. And then plus it was touching the ceiling of our patio cover. So what I'm going to come in and do is take the tips, if you will, and I don't know if you want to bring the camera in a little bit closer so they can see. I'll cut them at an angle just so that it'll still look like the shape of the leaf, and I'll cut all this brown stuff off. I saw these little ones coming up. I got so excited, I couldn't believe after all these years, 36 years I've had this plant, that it was growing some new shoots. So I'm really glad that it has survived all these years. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you soon. Bye.